Plain and simple, random acts of violence. It's what they're causing in their own communities. They've lost their own minds. They've lost their own hearts and souls. The culture on the street in Pasco has lost is lost among the police. The war on the homeless is strong in Pasco. The mission is even set up to where you can't be out after 5 p.m. or you can't come in the door. The women's mission here in town requires a piss test just to take a shower. So they're a mission. It means they're sent by God. Or to do God's work. I don't remember Jesus ever asking anybody to take a piss test to touch his robe or to ask for his assistance, or the leper. Did he give a urine sample for the leper? Anyway, they've lost their heart, they've lost their mind. They keep plowing through on the way they're doing. Yeah, no shit. What's up, fuck the police? Hey, man. Damn, dude. I tell you, 10 days about killed me. I'm sure they're gonna lock me up again. I'm sure they'll come after me some more, but it's all the shit. Michigan Mister, what's up? It's the same stuff I beat them on the civil trial back in July. Dude. I'm too sick to be pissed yet. I'll be pissed soon, trust me. Everything I said that day was free speech. Everything I said the day I was arrested was completely free speech, non-directional, not call for action, random acts of violence, and obvious statements of reality. They want to turn them into felony threats to kill. No justice, no peace. Fuck the Pasco police, especially, dude. I'm telling you, Washington has got its own little circle up here. It really is a quiet little dark fucking hole that people don't understand. People are going through, and it's got a high religious, very large religious sect of people in Pasco. But those people are asleep at the book. You know, they're reading their Bible, and they're like, yes, we want a pretty little community. Pasco City, Washington. It's Franklin County. Here, let me show you real quick. 215 West Sylvester Street, Pasco, Washington. Fuck these guys, man. Honestly. You know, they want to keep coming out. Oh, you know, when you're writing on chalk, can't you do anything else? And then I write up on signs, and they're like, why do you write that on a sign? You can't be saying that to us. We have a hard job. And now they want to come at me like they're threatened. After the same officer who has threatened my daughter, who has came at my family, who has insulted my family, who has threatened my family, menaced my family, is now the same officer who feels threatened by us. He entrapped us at McDonald's on the 16th of July. He entrapped us there. He wouldn't let us leave. His officers wouldn't let us leave. They've since deleted evidence or didn't have the body camera footage. But all to get their way, all to show their incentive. They can come right up next to you with a gun. There's no law that says we have to trust a cop. Did you film it? So I have filmed it, but because of the felony charges and, you know, lawyers and shit, it was on my thing for a long time. Jason Miller, the Killer, Part 2. It'll be back up there shortly, Michigan Mister, but fuck them. You know that? Sir, man, someday Michigan. It was up there. It was up there for a long time. Actually, it's been up there since July 16th. I posted it that night. But I had to take it down right now because of the charges and its evidence, and I can't. So just anyway, I don't even want to talk about it. Drew, what's up? Welcome to the room. You'll see it. It'll be there. I didn't get it all filmed because I had to short clip it, and then another snippet, and then another one, because my phone kept running out of space. But I have it. I have enough to show that they were the ones that come up on me. Jason Miller ran up and got like real close to me, and then was like, "Jen Jones, evening." Basically, menacing my family. They know I have a traumatic brain injury. They keep calling it a mental disorder and laughing at me, and then they keep poking at me and running up on me, and it's a complete. This is what's on trial here in Pasco. Calling for random acts of violence, or allowing your police officers to continually pick on the disabled and cause problems in their community. If you sit, I will be going homeless on the streets in Pasco within the next 3 weeks, and I will be showing you live from the streets of Pasco every fucking day what it's like to be in Pasco. I'm going to show you from the streets what it's like to be out there and what's going on, because it's fucking out of control. Everybody I talk to has the same story. They're tired of it. And they write everybody off as crazy, and this guy's crazy, that guy's crazy. They were calling me homeless for 3 months. Meanwhile, I've been married since I was in high school to the same person and live in the same house for 5 years. So I'm not homeless, but they keep calling me homeless because it was fitting their agenda. This homeless guy is crazy. So I decided I'm going to go out and be homeless. I'm going to show them what a real homeless crazy guy is all about. I'm going to live on their streets. I'm going to live with them and show them what it's like to have the hell brought to their doorstep. To have advocation for the humanity of citizens. You know, that's right. So many people have been through this, Michigan Mister. It's fucking sad that we have to do this. It's sad that in the name of a clean city and just to try and get an exercise of this much futility. We go out and feed the homeless on Monday nights. And I have 15 stories of homeless people who have been trespassed out of the city park bathrooms just for being homeless. No drugs, no crime. Just get out of the city. Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out of our... We don't want you in our restrooms. We don't want you in our park. You're trespassed. Wait, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, no, that's the other thing they try to do is mental instability. No more said, you know. It's like I'm telling them in court, look, I'm not getting fed properly, and they're like, talk to the jailer about it. But it's the jailer not feeding me properly. And then a week later in court, I'm literally having health issues, and I'm talking about it in court, and they pull me out of court because I'm talking about my health issues and how I'm gonna die in jail. And then I end up in the hospital twice now since I got out of the doctor. Since I got, oh no, wait. I was released in the hospital, out of jail. And then I had to return back to the hospital. I'm still having severe abdominal distress. That's just the most polite way to say what's going on. And they're all doing it to keep it quiet. They're doing it because I pulled up and I asked for their bond information. I asked for their legal information for lawsuits. And now all of a sudden they're coming after and silencing me. I can't go to a city hall meeting because I stood up for what's right. I was chalking on the sidewalk, and now I can't go to city hall? How is that right? Oh, it's Pasco. Fuck them. Fuck the police. Cowards are wrecking our cities. They are. I'm coming to South Dakota at some point, but they're wrecking everyone's cities. They're wrecking everywhere. And they just can't stop themselves. They're like, oh, we're doing it We're the high and we're the mighty. We're the good people. We're elected and we're in charge. So do what we say. And it's all at the end of a gun. And it's all at the end of force and neglect of humanity. I'm not a big Bible quoter, but what you've done unto the least of us, you've done unto him. And I can't imagine. I hear stories that 72-year-old men were hit and maced in the Pasco mission and then died while in the holding cell in Franklin County Jail. But nowhere does the news report about it. Oh, you all know of Pasco somewhere. They shot a disabled guy 4 years ago with rocks. He had rocks in his hands and they shot him while he was running away. Yes, he threw a rock at a cop. Yes, that he shouldn't have done that. But he was running away and they shot at him 13 times. The bakery, the donut shop where he was shot, still has the holes in the front of the bakery. They refused to patch the holes because it was a disgrace. It was a sick fucking disgrace. And then they lied and said, we didn't even know the guy. And then it's a small enough community that I find out and I learn and I see and I find his aunt. They knew him. They knew him very well. One of the officers who shot him had recently detained him for like 45 minutes in the back of his car within like a week or two prior to shooting him. They knew exactly who he was, and they shot him because they wanted to shoot him. Pasco's out of control. The grand jury cleared the officers. We all know a grand jury doesn't really give the full story. We all know a grand jury doesn't show the fact that he was running away when he was shot. They just show that he was throwing the rocks. The grand jury did not see the bullet wounds entered from behind and exited the front. They didn't get to see that in Pasco. Oh, one little fact that would have made a big difference. But don't worry. It's all okay. Anyway, guys, it's just random acts of violence. While they may sound great, I don't think they'll work. But I don't know what else to ask for anymore. I don't know what else to talk about. They weren't even big rocks. So the guy had had wrist surgery. Here's a fact. The gentleman they shot had wrist surgery 6 weeks prior and couldn't even pull his pants up until like a week prior. He had a nurse taking care of him. That's not a joke. Anyway, I gotta get going, guys. I will talk more later about what's going on in this community. Just out of control. We need to stand up. Pasco needs to get on the map, and people need to see what they're doing.